Welcome, hello, Yasu, hi, it's me again, Ty Kölner, and today this video is about balance and why a black magician or any practitioner who is working with energy streams should be conscious about balance. So before I get into this, I know some of you are new and visiting my channel first time, so make sure to subscribe my channel so you stay updated if I bring some new videos. And also I will introduce a little so you know who is sitting there talking to you. My name is Ty Kölner. I'm an author, I'm a black magician, I'm a follower of the draconian path. So in this regard, I'm a student of the left-hand order Dragon Rouge, while I'm a student, not a representative. So if you got any questions or want to check out more, get for the dragonrouge.com. So you get more informations about. This time it is a personal talking with a dear brother I know since several years, and we had a very fruitful discussion. And normally I never unfold other people's discussions I do, or my private working within the order, because this is something I keep very secretly. In this case, I had a special allow to do so. Even he asked me to pick up this topic for my channel as well, and I gladly do this. It is about the need of balance if you are a magic practitioner, in whatever case you're doing. Because we are working with the black flame, or with a shadowless light, others name it also the primal chaos essence. Even if you're just working with nature forces, which for my understanding is another shape, another fragment of the primal chaos anyways, you always got the combination of total destruction or growth. So both is in one cup. So as soon you start to work with energies, and as soon you start to create something, there is a response. And this response might be positive or negative, destructive or fruitful, and it is not always in your hands what is happening. So all these chaotic impacts in a fruitful or in a destructive way has to be balanced within yourself. So if you are not used to meditations, this is first advice I can give you: meditate. Also, there is techniques where you go into extremes of lack of sleep, so to unveil your own, to tear down your own blocks you got, so to better dig into your subconsciousness. Maybe you do it with several peoples together who are poking you awake as soon you start to sink down for sleeping, and you got a bunch of papers in front of you, so every time if you awake you just scribble down what you just saw at the last point. Also, if you're going for dream works, you note down in the morning or even midst in the night if there was a dream, and you just scribble it down to get access to your subconsciousness. This is one thing where you go into extreme. On the other side, there will be times when you're just oversleeping. So when you're not just sleeping 6 hours or 7 hours a night, but 10 or 12 or even more, to even dig deeper into dreamworks, for example. So your body on the one side is getting in a lack of sleep, and in the other side is getting an overdoing of sleep. And same is about nutrition. You can go for vegan even if you are no vegan, and it can happen that it goes in extremes, so you get lack of minerals, but your body will tell you. And same about if you're just a carnivore. I don't mean it by mind politics if you feel yourself as a vegan or not, just for experimenting on that. You could even say, okay, I am flexible about my eating. I can eat flesh and I can eat green stuff. So let's do the experiment to only eat flesh for 1 week and check about the body happening. How do I react? How is my psyche? How is my sleeping? How is my inner mood when I do so. And so you switch the term and you just go for vegetables for 2 weeks. And so you check how you react on this. Or you say, okay, it's summertime, I just eat yogurt for 2 weeks and no coffee at all, but only juice. And so you check on your body. These are experiments about nutrition, and people underestimate it. It's not just experiments about nutrition. It is experiment on your energy body. So same is about meditation. If you are regularly meditating, it is balancing you. So if you're having much stress and you're not meditating at all, there is nearly no release to get into balance again. So you also observe on you how you react if you're just 2 weeks not meditating or if you are meditating. It is very helpful to go for extremes. So you know your own personality, you know your reactions, you know what happens to you if you overdo or underdo things you should do. And this is about the balance. The balance is what happens if you did stretch your abilities to every corner. So there is a point, if you do oversleeping, your bones will hurt because you did lie in your bed all too long. And if you're just snap sleeping, so 2-3 hours a night, and I had very long phases of that, you will feel that it is a hard fight to even focus in daily life. But you also learn what you're capable to do. And so you step back a little again and you find a balance in between. Where is my level of dream work perfect? While I do sleep enough so I still stay healthy. And on the other side, how much sleep do I need for keeping up my focus? And also the outer borders, if you are, you can impact. You can impact your surrounding. This is a very normal thing. Everyone does in work, in daily life, does try to success on their own path. So now there is two things you can do. You can be a total ego pushing through everything you want to, but you are a 100% asshole, not caring about anything else but you. This is working, but this is a very lonesome path, and I don't know if you really will enjoy the results. Or you can be somebody like Mother Teresa, Crash, so you don't put yourself into front line, you always take others into front line, and so you dedicate for others, and in the end you're the one who doesn't get any support at all but is bleeding out in helping others. This doesn't work. It does show you very much about human. It does show you very much about your own motherly or fatherly aspects, or about your divine aspects. But also, if you just want to survive, you need a place to live. You need a place where you can rest your head, and you need something to eat, and also in daily life you need something to dress by or pay your rent, your car, whatsoever. So you cannot be the Mother Teresa giving for nothing, everybody's darling saint. And it is also not advisable to be the asshole doing everything just by yourself and wondering why people are just running away from you all the time. And you're the butthole 24/7, even though you think everything is fine. So you need a balance in between. You need a balance. When do I support somebody? When do I do it just for myself? Because you need to. There are times when you just have to say, it is my time. And so you do. But also, you need to find a point when you say, okay, that's a friend of mine, that's my husband, that's my kids, whatever. So, and now it's time to be there for them. So you find a balance in between both cross lines. And there is a wonderful picture. It is the so-called Möbius loop. And this is, funny enough, a picture what aligns to the meditation posture if you're sitting cross-legged. So you got your legs like this, and you paint this Mobius line, and you got one extreme of your character, and you can mirror the other extreme of your character. But the most fruitful and the most balanced way to work with forces is to bring both together in the middle. And so the meditation line of this is the spine. So the knee on one side, the knee on the other side, but the spine getting up there. So it is always about balance. Why it is about balance? Because if you are, for example, working with a clifford, you are working with entities which are unbridled, which are fiery, which are chthonic, which are strong and far more older than we. And this chaos matter is a seed which can be a seed of destruction, or it can be a seed of growth, of a new birth. And you never know what is coming first. So you face forces you can't control. You can face these forces to build up and to create and to manifest things in a way you never would do without any use of magic. But also you have to be conscious that there are impacts which can color on you when it comes to personal behaviors, when it comes to your physical health, etc. And you can only balance this out if you find a stable axis within you. So it is, just to pick up our talkings, it is about breathing, it is about meditation, it is about consciously going into extremes but stepping back and focusing where is the middle of this. So you can do it physically, and this I found on a lesson I did about Qigong once. There is a lesson about finding inner balance when you're standing on your feet. You're just whipping to the sides a few times. And so you try to find where the middle is. And this middle you try to pick. And same is about everything you do in life. It is not overeating, not starving, not over pushing in sports and not being lazy, not being over invocating and wondering why everything goes crazy, or just to block everything. It is, you find the middle of this. And when you found the middle of this, everything will fall into place as you need it. And there is the best proof of a magician. If you really do your work and if you find the middle, you're emotionally balanced, your social frame will balance, and also your magical practice is in line with your daily life. This is something else what I always face. People are like, I put a candle and I do my ritual. Yes, this is one way to do. It is also possible to integrate your ritual work into your daily behaviors. So you got a routine in your daily life, and this daily routine you put as a ceremony, and so you are already in your magical practice if doing so. So a meditation, for example, doesn't only need to be sit down 15 minutes, shut up, close your eyes. It can also be just you're at a working place and you pick a point in distance about 3 meters or so, and just for 2-3 minutes you focus this point, cutting every thought which is popping up in your mind. Just put this point and allow everything to disappear. Only focus on your breathing and a deep breathing and on your spine. And while you're sitting there, only focused on this point and on this basic breathing and sitting pattern, you will see that the surrounding is getting like a blurry mirror around you, and This is when you get into, let's say, magical consciousness. You get into connection with the energy fields around you, and this is balancing already. So you don't need to kick yourself out for a 15 minutes meditation. It is, of course, it is a very good routine to do it at least every second day. But also you can do, if you are at work and if you got 2 minutes time for whatever, so just pick a point, focus it, blink out everything, cut your thoughts, and just fall into this point for this 2 minutes. You will see it is working. So yeah, thank you for asking me to do this. It is really a question of what we do, and we are doing in extremes mostly, and this going for extremes is showing our borders, is showing our abilities. But to not to burn the seed we get, or for not to drown the seed we get, we need a balance, which is like nurturing soil to what we want to do. And this is happening if you are between both of these extremes. Maybe one point is digging into this as well. It is the point of observing. So if you take this this Möbius loop and you're the center point between both extremes, it is also if you get faced to emotions. You inside step a little step back, and so you observe the kiss my backside opinion within you and the other side of I crush this to the floor opinion. So, and if you find a balance between, so without rating it, without judging it, you probably find a solution which is more sober than overreacting and fuck off or burn to the ground. So, however, I think I got it. If not, just let me know, dear brother. And to all of you, I wish you a wonderful one, and looking forward to check for the next video. See you there.